and gentlemen, welcome aboard this live launch with Hunky Dory TV. The crafting captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign and we are now cleared for takeoff. In preparation for launch, please ensure all of your troubles and worries are properly stowed. You won't be needing those today. Our flight time will be a craft-filled 60 minutes or more, and the Hunky Dory crew are now ready for departure. At this time, we ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our video presentation. Live launch takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have live launch liftoff.
Good morning everyone and welcome to Hunky Dory TV. Today we have a very exciting live launch for you. I am Natalie Mossbrat and I will be your captain for this voyage. We have Emily steering the ship as always, so we could have some turbulence, who knows, but I'm sure it will be a joyous ride. And then over serving the treats today, our trolley dolly, Sheila Halliwell.
Hello Natalie and Emily and everybody else, good morning.
So it's going to be a jam-packed fun show today. We've got loads to go through. Of course, first we have those little reminders to tell you about. So our Super Savers finishes Sunday the 8th at 8 AM. So there's some incredible deals on there. We're going to go through some of the best sellers just so you can have a look at what is available. We have our Diamond Sparkles Gemstone Roll Bundle. This is now £12.99. You're going to get 9 meters in total. These are all the fantastic original colour sets. You're going to get one of each colour, and there's 9 meters. I've used these a lot recently. They're really good, actually.
Yeah, they are. They can really embellish something in such a lovely way, like around plant pots and things like that. Even if you're not a crafter, you know, you could use them on cupboards and all kinds of things.
It's incredible. Next up, we have that amazing large foam mega buy. This one is the large foam pads, so you get the strips in here, the rectangles and the squares. These are perfect for larger projects, or if you like to put your layers on foam pads just to give them more dimension. They're £8. Then next up we have our button it bundle. Included here you get that fantastic button it pad and the 8 different shades of buttons in their beautiful jars, which have that amazing Hunky Dory embellishment on top. You can get that whole collection for under £20. Then we have the complete Prism Shimmer ink pad collection. You can get all 36 shades here. They have an incredible like shimmer to them, so it's not super obvious. It's not like a glitter, it's just a shimmer, so when that card moves in the light you can see that glistening. These are $39.99 for a whole 36 set. Then this one is incredible. Our gold and silver Miri card mega buy. 200 sheets in here, 100 gold, 100 silver, A4 size. It is the amazing Miri card that you know and love from Hunky Dory, that incredible quality, and it's $29.99. And then finally we have the adorable scoreboard. I'm trying to speak so fast and read at the same time. It's quite challenging, you know. The adorable scoreboard. Did it again. I'm so used to saying scoreable. The adorable scoreboard mini multi-buy, and again that is $19.98, under £20, and you get that handbook to show you all of the incredible insights, how to make things correctly if you follow the instructions. So you can get that on there as well. So that is everything that is included. There's obviously more on the website if you want to head over to hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. You can see there we have a banner with our Super Savers, and you can have a look through all of the deals that we have on there. We have a Win It Weekly as always. Each week we have our Win It Weekly competitions. The questions are always fun, so I'm excited to see what this one is. Our Win It Weekly this week, you're going to be in the chance of winning our Woodland Wildlife collection, which is a beautiful autumn time, so this one is a good one to sort of store away and wait until those wintry months start to come in and all the leaves turn brown. So there's going to be 5 winners this week, which I think is incredible. Not one winner, 5 lucky people are going to win this. The question this week you have to answer is, How many cards are sent on Valentine's Day each year? Is it 170 million, 145 million, or 120 million? That's a lot of cards. A lot of cards indeed. So get your guesses in. Like, share and comment on this video. You can enter on the hub. Every single time you enter, that will be counted. So as many times as you want to enter, you're going to have a better look at winning. I just can't get my words out. What's wrong? This is why I don't do this bit. Anyway, how many cards are sent each year? Either way, that's a lot of cards.
It's a lot of cards.
It's a lot of paper, that, isn't it?
It is a lot of paper.
I wonder how many of those cards actually get put on the mantelpiece.
I know, and I was just wondering as well, how many of those cards are actually handmade?
I bet there's a lot.
I bet there's a lot.
I bet there's loads, because kids always make them, don't they, at school for their parents and stuff. Secret admirers.
People do them for orders, don't they? If they're crafters, they make them to order to send to people. So be interesting that. Another little, another set of statistics for someone to work on.
A good question that. So get your comments in, like, share the video, comment with your answer to be with the chance of winning that. Next up, we're gonna have a look at our launch product. So have a look at this VT, and then we'll get straight into it. I dressed for the occasion today because it was snowy yesterday, and I had my big loopy cardigan on.
Yeah.
It was absolutely freezing. So I thought, you know what, today we're doing this amazing spring melody launch. I'm going to dress for spring. And so I went full on flowers.
It's beautiful.
I love this jumpsuit.
It's so lovely.
And because it has flare legs, I feel like a proper 70s superstar. Like I should be in an ABBA video.
It's great. You look really great.
So,
you look good in that. You look totally good.
I'm loving life being super upbeat and springy. You should definitely try it. Feeling a bit blue.
I don't want to make you down,
wear a crazy outfit.
Yeah, wear one. There is some more snow on the way this week. I just read it earlier on.
I know. So, I read it too. Don't worry. I was very upset.
I'm very excited.
No.
We're at opposite ends of the pole meeting then, Natalie, aren't we?
It's always fun to drive in the snow. So let's have a look at our ultimate collection. So everything you see here is going to be included with your collection. So you're going to get the topper set. You're going to get your inserts. You're going to get that extra topper included as well, and you're going to get the picture perfect pad. So absolutely everything that is included here. There are a few other elements that you might want to add, but this is the full collection, and you can get it for $32.97. If you don't want to get the whole collection, we do, as always, have the collection sort of divided up into smaller, more available options for you. So this is the topper set. We're going to take a closer look at this. So this is $19.99 in total. As always, you're going to get that incredible inspiration sheet, which is just filled with loads of cards, inspiration for you to have a look at, maybe make the cards yourself. Then we have 4 beautiful toppers. You're going to get 2 of each of these. You've got a really nice, I like how it's kind of divided into different colours, like primary colours almost, aren't they, like pastel colours. So this one here is the blue one, and you've got a really nice array of different shapes and sizes on here as well, which I love. So that's your first topper. Then we have, there's some beautiful foil cardstock in this collection, absolutely stunning. This is one of them. You can see that foiled border across there. Then our plain cardstock is another beautiful one with absolutely amazing textures running throughout. I love how you've kind of got quite a rustic feel to this, but it's also quite clean as well, being on that fresh white sort of background. This is the pink collection. You've got the daffodils. I love being able to see daffodils.
I know.
Isn't it amazing when you start to see them, because you know it's changing.
Yeah.
And then you have the beautiful tulips there as well at the bottom. I love how you've got little butterflies running throughout this collection as well. Another one here, which is beautiful. This is an amazing one to fussy cut for sure.
Yeah.
That border there with that foiling detail. You can see as well when I hold it that way, the accent foiling actually on the artwork. It's just amazing how the guys on the machines get it so close. They are really, really great. This one, I love that cardstock. Fussy cutting that for sure. There's so much, you know how much I love fussy cutting, but I would be doing it on lots of these ones.
Yeah.
Then we have this one. It has the snowdrops on it. I'm trying to think what the other flower is.
Which one are we?
Yellow?
Let's
see if I can.
Oh, that's the primrose.
Here. Oh, the primrose.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not good at my flowers. Definitely not a green finger person. I tend to kill off most of my houseplants. Yeah. Another beautiful foiled cardstock to go with that one. Then this one's really fun. You've got the sort of trailing flowers all the way up both sides, and you have a really nice sort of background here. It's kind of textured like an old style paper, and then really detailed. I'm not sure if you can see that. You've got some really faint sort of word writing in there.
Yeah, it's nice.
There we go. Emily's just changed it so we can pick that up. It's absolutely beautiful. Then you have this one which has those really bright sort of more summery flowers on.
Yes. I think they are allium, aren't they? The ones with the big
ones.
Bulbous head. And then I think the ones next to them are possibly begonia, I think.
My granddad has some of these in his garden. And they come out every year.
They're amazing, aren't they? They stand really tall.
They fill so much space in the garden.
Beautiful.
Then our foil cardstock, our plain cardstock, and then included in this collection, you're also going to get this extra topper, which has these sort of like, I want to say, well, I know it's going to be wrong. I want to say pointers. That's wrong, isn't it? What are they called?
Well, the ones along the bottom are like plant markers.
Markers, there we go. And then the top ones, you see them like in the soil, don't you?
Saying water this twice a week, keep in the shade.
I'll tell you what though, you can follow those instructions. My houseplant still dies.
I'm not great with houseplants. I'm good with outdoor, but inside I'm just rubbish.
My summer plants this year were a little bit more successful.
Good.
I grew them from seeds that that Dan's mum passed on to me from her garden. Yeah. And they did bloom, but towards the end they were looking a bit ropey.
Yeah, but at least they bloomed. That's the
It was a sunny summer this year, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
So it was a little, maybe it was just a bit too hot for them.
Yeah.
But that is your exclusive topper. I really like the shapes in here. They're really different. You can use them in gifts, maybe to give to people. You can wrap them around maybe flowers. You can get the exact flower, pop them in there, give them as a gift with your card to coordinate, of course. So that is your luxury topper collection for $19.99. And then, as always, to go alongside that, we give you the coordinating inserts. So these are all white inserts with the flower imagery running throughout. So depending on what you want to do, you can mix and match these here. You can fit them with your toppers so it all coordinates lovely. The choice is up to you, but it is on our amazing ink insert paper, which is actually quite thick for insert paper, so it's going to give you a real professional finish. You can stamp onto here if you want to, write your sentiments. You can put these through your printer if you want to print your sentiments directly on here. So there's loads of things you can do with that, and that is $9.99. So that's your toppers and your inserts. So let's head over to Sheila, and we're going to get, can you do a demo with the topper collection, Sheila?
I will indeed. Yes, I absolutely will. Yes. So, first of all, I'm going to start with, and I don't often do this, I don't often make a card out of the actual cardstock.
Oh, I don't do that, you know.
I don't.
I've done it a little bit recently, but it's not something... Yeah, because you just want to get the most out of it, don't you?
Yeah,
really?
you do. But I thought this is so nice, and this would be lovely as well. It's a shame to chop that border. If I turn it face down anyway, and put it on the board and score it at 5 7/8, that's going to give you like the halfway line for your card blank. And when you fold it over, you'll have that little leading edge on your front piece. So that which is normal actually. If you buy card blanks, you usually have that little leading edge. Just means it's easier for you to open it like that. So it's got 5 7/8, and that is going to be the base card. I'm going to use that as it is. So let me just pop that down there because we don't need that anymore. And this is beautiful. I've gone with a lot of blue and lilac in these demos because my favourite colour is blue anyway. But I really, really like everything about it, to be honest. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep it quite nice and simple. I'm using a little bit of cardstock as well, and a little bit of paper from the extra bits that are coming up in the show. So what I want to do is I love making a panel to go down the side of a card and then layering my kind of toppers over it. So what we're going to do is, let's just look at the length of this. So I want to chop a little bit off there, and it's going to be approximately, I'm going to say 7 inches. Let's have a look. Gosh, that's weird. I've just cut that on a 6x6 guillotine, or 6x6 guillotine. And what it's done, I said it's about 7, and I put it on. And then look, it is. I'm not lying. It's bang on 7. I'm really pleased. Look at it. I just guessed.
Sometimes.
I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm a scientist. What is it? Am I a mathematician? Is that the official?
We can. I'm sure we can put you down for that. We can do that.
So what we're going to do now, I've got a piece of blue cardstock, which is coming up in the show. So Natalie will show you that. And
we'll just arrange with Ashley now if we can have a post out shortly, please, just to let everyone know that Sheila is a genius, a paper genius, please. We'll say 11 o'clock, Hunky Dory Facebook page. Sheila's a genius. Thanks.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to lay that one onto blue. We're going to lay the blue onto a bit of this lovely purple, and I need to practice on my colours. We've all got a swatch each now of our colours for this year. So gradually, as we start to use them, we're hoping we'll know all the colours. Maybe that should be our homework
for this weekend.
Well, yeah, it could be, Natalie. I'm working this weekend. I don't need homework as well.
That's a good challenge, now, Emily. Can you name all the adorable colours?
Yeah, you could put like some in front of us or bring them up on the screen, and we could go.
I like it. I write it down.
Oh gosh, she is too. She's got a note pen there and a pad.
She's doing it.
Why do we give her these ideas? We told her about the blindfold challenge. Next thing, she was on it, and we did it.
That was hilarious.
But it was good. It was pretty good.
I think we need to do an Easter version of that.
Do you think so?
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm shooting.
As long as we got chocolate involved on Easter eggs.
So last night, it was very funny. Emily and Ashley were leaving the office.
Yeah.
And they go to a PT session.
Yeah.
All socially distanced, all okay. And I was just sat there thinking, when I get home, I'm going to make white chocolate cookies with mini eggs in, and I'm going to sit on my bottom and watch the football, have fun. But I had them for my breakfast. They were delicious.
Did you? That's even better then, isn't it?
I had one when they just came out of the oven. So it was really crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside.
Oh my word.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
And then I've had one for my breakfast, and I brought one in for Sam because she said I had to. So
yeah,
Sam had one for her breakfast too.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Well, she was going to have pizza for breakfast. Disclaimer.
That is good as well.
Have pizza
it is
for breakfast.
Good. Yeah, I could never understand this. When I used to go across to my sister, and she'd say, "Okay, we're having muffins for breakfast." And I was thinking they were like toasted things,
like tea cakes or something.
Yeah. I didn't expect her to bring me a big chocolate chip cake out. You know what I mean? And I was like, "Well, this is really weird, but I'll go with it." And we've got some in the cupboard at home, and I still look on them as like a pudding for like after tea or something. But then I have gone away on holiday, and I've seen them, and I've bought muffins and gone, yeah, I am having this for breakfast. I can have this.
I do love
instead of Frosties.
Yeah, blueberry muffins are always a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
You've got some fruit in there as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Salami and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. You know what?
Good breakfast.
Well, what about this for breakfast? And I know I'm witching on here now while I'm making, but you can see what I'm doing.
Breakfast is the most important part of the day, so you know.
It is
and
indeed.
People will be having their breakfast now. So
they will.
we're just giving them options.
Well, when I went to Russia, I've been a few times, but last time I went on my own rather than as part of a crafting team. And the hotel I stayed in, well, as you know, Russia's Russia, and it's still very kind
strict.
of, yes, strict. But I'll tell you what, the buffet for breakfast was incredible. They actually do things like we would have for tea. So say we were going to have, you know, sweet and sour chicken or something like that, and or goulash, things like that. They actually have all that on the buffet table.
At breakfast?
Yeah, and it's quite amazing. I was thinking, look at these people, they're eating like casserole. What's that?
Oh yeah, did you get vodka for breakfast?
No, I didn't. You know me, Natalie, I'm not a drinker.
She isn't.
I'm not a drinker.
I would be right there.
Yeah, you would be. And we went out for a meal there, and there were shot glasses on the table, and I was like terrified. And I was sat next to this girl, and she's like, I don't drink. And I was like, do I? Especially not shots, you know. And this is a working trip, it's not a holiday. So anyway, they don't bother about that in Russia, do they? They actually just, you know, they just live it up. So they came round with this really strong vodka, and they put it in the glasses, and then they'd sing a song or something, and then they go, oh, and they'd just knock it back. And so me and this girl would just kept picking it up and going, oh, and then we go like, it's a tiny sip, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you should have thrown it, chuck it over the shoulder next time.
Yeah, but yeah, they have some amazing breakfasts over there. Not like us, you know, I always feel like I'm greedy for eating big bowl of Frosties, but
imagine that, like, dinner for breakfast, like British style. We'd be having stuff like Sunday roast, toad in the hole.
Definitely. It's really, really weird, but it's amazing.
I've just realised that would actually be quite nice if you had Yorkshire puddings for breakfast.
It's to eat our biggest meal at the end of the day, but you need all your energy in the morning.
It's very true.
Yes,
true.
definitely.
Chinese things, they have theirs backwards, don't they?
Yes, I think they do actually. I think you're right. Yeah,
maybe this is where we're going wrong.
Yeah.
We're going to revolutionise.
I think so too. Okay, let's see what we've got here that's got crocus on. Okay, so some of these, some of the tags have got information about crocus on, which I think we'll have. And also, let's see. What I thought, you know, when you were talking there, Natalie, and explaining to the customers about this tag sheet, we're talking about these, like, plant markers.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do this, and we just didn't have time because I didn't get to work on this until I was actually doing my demos for Create and Craft. But if we turn these round, if you are a gardener or you are you like making gardening journals, wouldn't these be perfect, like page markers? So you stick those, the pointy bits there, onto your page, and then you have them all sticking out, a bit like dividers. I think it'd be a really nice idea. So if you imagine you were making a journal, and then you had all those.
That would be very cute, actually,
sticking out at the ends, wouldn't it? With like your pages, so you could like record your gardening memories with it. You could, you know, update, like do a journal and update with photographs of your plants that you've grown from seed, and then you could flick over to that page and add, you know, extra notes. I think it'd be a really, really nice idea, and I would love to do that at some point in the busy schedule that we have here at Hunky Dory.
We are very busy at the moment.
We are really, really busy prepping for shows and magazine and all kinds of things.
I think we've made lots of people hungry with our
have
food
we?
talk. Yeah.
Oh my
Zara
goodness.
said she's thinking bacon and eggs for breakfast.
Okay.
Moira said a cuppa and toast. Do you know what? I don't have toast a lot, and I really miss it.
I have phases where that's all I'll eat.
Toast, so good.
Yeah. I don't actually eat bread anymore. It doesn't do me any justice in my tummy.
Croissants or pain au chocolat.
Oh, croissants, yeah. I do eat croissants quite a lot.
Lots and lots of people.
I ate one on the way down to Peterborough yesterday, actually. Now, that's difficult, isn't it? Because when you get out, I break it, I like cut it into little pieces and put it in tin foil so that when I'm driving along, it's on my seat. I just grab one. So I know I'm safe and I'm not like chomping away on something.
I do the same, but on the way home.
Such a mess.
With sausage rolls.
Sausage rolls. So your car must look like mine. Like a baby's been in it with a sausage roll.
It's so bad.
Nothing in this world is as flaky as a croissant or a sausage roll.
No,
and you,
nothing.
honestly, but delicious, delicious. Anyway, we're using one of these little tags now because they're very cute. And I've just put a little bit of ribbon through that. I'm liking the fact that I'm keeping it kind of quite clean and almost a bit regimented, to be honest. But I do like just the cleanliness and the freshness of it.
It looks
we can
so
still
nice.
see the crocus up and down. So I'm going to put an insert in. I think I'm going to just keep it like that. I'm not going to put any gems on or anything because, you know, I like filling this space.
Yeah.
But I want to keep it so it's nice and fresh.
It looks really nice. We have a new watcher.
Oh, do it.
We do. Melanie Smith is watching all the way from the US of A. And she has said, do we ship to the USA? We do.
We do.
We ship all across the world, actually.
We do.
You can find all our details on the website on shipping, because obviously we have different shipping details in there. But hello and welcome. Welcome. We're
indeed
a bit of a crazy show this morning. We've talked about breakfast.
We have continental, international. But yeah, I think
it's
really
lovely, Sheila.
Just you know what, you don't need to do a lot, do you?
You really don't. When you've got so much beautiful cardstock, and all the different patterns and textures that we've got included in this collection, you can just throw some bits together and create beautiful cards like this. It's really, really nice.
It's worked out really well, and I think as well, for if you're new to crafting, and which we have new crafters all the time, and with our kits, because you get the inserts and you get the cardstock and you get the toppers, even if you've not got gems, even if you've not got ribbon, you know what, we say this every time, if you're brand new, if you're a female crafter and you've no ribbon, you want some ribbon, go in your wardrobe. I cut some out my toppies today while I was at Create Craft because the ribbons were actually showing. So I just got my scissors and snipped them. All those thin ribbons, perfect for using on your little tags. So, you know, all you need, if you've got a bit of glue and tape and some scissors, you can be making cards like this. It's not that difficult. And again, everything that you need is in that kit. Buy your adhesives. So, you know, just have fun and make some lovely cards. Treat yourself to a kit and have a go.
Yeah, because this kit is a really beautiful starter kit, I feel, because you get everything included. You get lots of different variety as well, which is lovely. We have a few add-on items that we have spoken about. You may have seen Sheila use some of them. One of them is our Matastic selection. So you get 10 different colours here. All 10 are actually on here. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. Let's just filter this out a bit so we can get all of those colours in. I tried to get prepared by having them in a fan, but it just wouldn't fit with the...
That looks lovely.
There we go, we've got them here.
Very
so
nice.
You've got a beautiful selection of Matastic colours here, which you will instantly be able to see coordinate amazingly with the colours in the kit. There's 10 different colours, as you can see here. You've got pinks, you've got purples, you've got blues, you've got really lovely yellow, and then some greens as well. You get 3 each of these colours, so 3 each of 10 different colours, and that is $9.99. So a great little addition. You're going to be able to use these as card blanks and then cut up your cardstock, layer that on top. You're going to be able to make more cards there with that. There's loads of different options. You can stamp on here as well because it is our Matastic, which is uncoated cardstock. Matastic is a fantastic product. I absolutely love it.
It is fantastic.
You've made a point there, didn't you? We'll see if we can copy that later. Then we have our Picture Perfect pad. Now, if you were here earlier on, you'll know that this is included in the Ultimate Bundle. But you can buy it separately, so if you're wanting 2 of these, you can get that as well. It's $9.99. It's 8 by 8, which I absolutely love. You're going to get 12 different double-sided designs in here. I'm going to show it from the back, front ways, so bear with me a momento. So you can see there you've got beautiful detailing on the back side of each sheet. Then the front side has these little squares in, and the idea behind these Picture Perfect pads was the old school photos that you might remember when you were in primary school or secondary school, and you used to get your school photos taken, and then they'd do like a big one and some littler ones, and then some like ones that you could put in your wallet. So that's the idea behind this Picture Perfect pad. And you can see here that there's different layouts which all show sort of different sizes of pictures here, so you can cut them up, you can create different cards here, you can use these as embellishments as well. The great thing about these pads as well is that on our website we do mirror mats which fit all of these different sizes perfectly, so you can just get those mirror mats, you can cut this to a certain size, layer it up, and you are ready to go. So there's loads of sort of really specific pages like this one here for the daffodils, the same again on this page here, but then you have some sort of mixed ones which I really like as well, which are a selection of different floral artworks. And then on the back side, let's just flip it over to be able to show you. You've got a really beautiful array of the floral images, and they're all sort of tiled to create beautiful patterns. And these are great, again, for making backgrounds with your cards. Instead of using your cardstock, or if you've used all your cardstock, you can utilise these fantastic patterns also. So that's your perfect, picture perfect pad. It's $9.99, and I think in total you get 48 sheets in here, but there's over 280 images. So if you're making loads of cards for a charity, or maybe a gardeners group or anything like that, you've got all that variety in there. We're going to go over to Sheila, and she's going to do another demonstration using that Picture Perfect pad, just to show you how easy it is to create some more stunning cards.
Thank you, Natalie. And this is really weird because I'm just looking now. I've actually gone with the crocus again, and I just had not realised that I'd already.
It's such a nice flower, though.
Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. But you know what? You can do this layout with any of the pages from that pad, I think, or most of the pages, because you get the same kind of sizes of toppers, so you can mix it up a bit. I love as well the fact that on the back of that actual topper, which is here, is the lovely page with all those crocus on. They are just beautiful. So what we're going to do, mix the page in with the Matastic, and we're going to use a variation on the colours just to bring in you know, a bit of contrast. So we'll start off first by covering an 8x8 card with this beautiful nice purple colour. So we'll get the glue to the bottom of the tube. There it is now, and we'll glue this on. I'll turn it that way. I can't do it that way. I need to have the card facing me this way for some strange reason. So let's stick this on first. Right, so this is going to go down here onto the card front like that, and then I want to put this on here too. What I want to do though is I want to put a piece of ribbon around this, so that this will end up at the side here. So let me just make sure my ribbon is flat. I don't want a kink in there. So that's going to go across here, and then we can tie a bow at the side. Now I've chosen that gold ribbon because we've got quite a lot of the toppers in this gold kind of colour, with some of the butterflies.
Well, yeah, being so different.
Yeah, and then we're going to do a few pearls on there as well. So what I'm going to do now, I want it to go across the centre. So I'm going to place, and this is really good because the 8x8 page here has got a centre line in between the toppers, so you can utilise that, and we will fix our ribbon onto that so we know it's facing the right way and it's in the right place like that. And then we can now put that down onto there, and then we'll be able to bring our ribbon across and tie a bow at this side. So let's glue that down, and then we'll start to layer up the toppers. And this is, again, it's lovely because it's got that matte finish on the paper, just like the cardstock has.
It's very lovely, isn't it?
So it's, yeah, it's lovely, it really is.
It's matte, and although the colours are very spring and pastel and pale, it's still a really vibrant collection.
It is.
The colours throughout are really, really sort of eye-catching.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I think is lovely, and it's gonna, if you're someone who sells cards virtually on like market sites or in person when we can, then these cards are really going to stand out when people are looking through your card selections, just because of how bright they are.
I think you're exactly right. So let's lay some of the toppers. Now there's a little, like a kind of faint line between each of your toppers, so it means if you're using your guillotine or your knife and your ruler, you can cut nice and neatly and accurately. So we're going to layer the toppers first onto different colours. So I've gone with a different colour of purple now to what we had around the edge here. Then we're going to do this topper on the same purple that I've just used. So let's just put this on as well. And then with adding foam pads, we're going to be able to get some dimension to it as well. Okay, so if we do all the toppers first. So now I'm going with green because we've got quite a bit of green on the little topper here that says crocus, and it tells you a little bit about the crocus, which is the theme of the card here. And again, this is why I think if you make gardening journals or you do little gifty things with seeds in, these are really, really lovely, because we learn so much from these little
information on them, don't they?
Yeah,
that you can sit through and read. It's really nice.
Definitely. And it actually belongs to the iris family. It says on here, the crocus.
The iris.
Yes, the iris family, which is the big blue flower with like the yellow middle, and it says the spice saffron is obtained from the stigmas. So I didn't know that. That comes from crocus. And it was actually, let's see, native to woodland, scrub and meadows from sea level to alpine tundra in North America and the Middle East, Central and Southern Europe, in particular Greece, and across Asia as well. So it's quite
it's quite fun. It's
quite well travelled, isn't it, this crocus? Yeah. Gosh, been all over the place, isn't it? We'll settle here, right? A few of us will settle here, and then, well, why don't you go and see if you can find a spot in Asia, and then, yeah.
And I wonder if they're all different colours depending on whereabouts they are, or whether, whether a certain colour of crocus is particular to a certain area.
Well, who knows? Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? It's a mystery, isn't it? One of life's mysteries. Okay, so we've got this on pink now. So what I'm going to do is just bring my ribbon across here now, because my glue should have dried, and we'll hold that down. And then what we're going to do is take the large topper, and this is going to go across here like this. Okay, that's going to go onto pads. So we'll put, because we're going over ribbon here, I'm leaving a gap in the middle so that the ribbon will just slot in between and it won't get caught up. Let's just grab some more pads. Okay, like that. So let's just, you know, I'm really struggling today. Do you know why? When it gets frosty outside, I think my mum's the same. My skin cracks on my thumb.
Oh, is it sore?
Oh gosh, I've got this, honestly, I'll show you, I've got this little cut and it's just here. But you know what? It's the sorest thing ever. It's more painful than a broken leg.
I was out in the warehouse yesterday collating adorable scoreable.
Yeah.
And I've got a paper cut right on my my knuckle, on my thumb, but the side, which is even worse because it won't. I thought it would have healed by now, but because I keep moving my thumb, I'm gonna have to like hold it shut.
Yeah.
Not move my thumb, keep it in one position because it is really painful.
Yeah, and if you catch it, and of course the skin goes very hard and it doesn't dry up. My mum has this stuff, and I don't know if it was Vaseline or Germaline that made it, and it's called New Skin.
Oh,
and it's quite hard to come by, I think. You know, only certain places have it. But she got my sister together some a few weeks ago. So will you get me some if you see some? My thumbs are cracking. So I'm just like my mum in that respect. But yeah, she puts it on and it kind of covers it, and then it allows it to just like become soft again, so it doesn't hurt as much. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to layer up some of our pictures here. So what we want to do, I'm just deciding now, I think I'm going to put this one here because I like the way this will tone in with this one. And then we're going to put, we'll have the crocus one down here. We'll have this one here. Now I've just realised what I should have done, and I might be able to still do it if I'm quick because I've not pressed it down too much, is pop this one underneath. So let me do that right now. So we've got a bit of layering. I just realised I should have done that. It's because I'm too busy chatting, isn't it? Not looking what I'm doing.
Okay. Having fun.
So we pop this under here like that. So we're still getting a little bit of our crocus showing, but in a contrast. And then this one, what we'll do with this, we'll do a foam pad. So if we look where the bottom section is, so on here we're going to do a foam pad, and then we can put little blob of glue here so that this will sit on top there, and then we know it's going to be held in place, and that says crocus. Okay. And then this one, we're going to do the same here, but this one we will put the pad at the top there, rather than at the bottom. So let's just do that. And again, a little bit of glue on here, just to make sure it holds. You know, if you're anything like us here, a lot of our cards get put into boxes, and then sometimes, you know, they get caught under each other, and then when you lift it, it kind of pulls it away, and it's such a shame when someone's made such a really nice project. So, and put so much work in. So let's do this one here now. So we're going to have this, so it just sits a bit further down, and we can tuck that under the ribbon like that. So this one will be a bit lower than that one. Again, we can do pads and some glue. And then we're going to cut, I've already cut a butterfly out. We're going to cut a couple more out, and from that same Picture Perfect pad. Okay, and then we can put our butterflies on. And I've gone with like the bigger butterflies. Okay, let's put that there. Okay, so we've got one here that I've already cut, which is like this one here. So I'm not going to put them on until I've just decided. I'm going to quickly cut round this lovely, I don't know the name of the butterfly, but it's lovely. It's like a brownie colour with black markings on it. It's very nice. We're just going to leave as well a little bit of white around the edge. I'm quite into doing this now, you know, like leaving a little bit of white, so you can, or whatever colour it's on, just around the edges.
It just binds it a little bit more, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
The image stand out. And when it's so beautiful and detailed as that the butterflies are in this collection, it's really nice. Definitely.
And then we've got a lovely blue one here, so we'll have this one as well.
And of course, when you're putting it onto that background with all the crocuses on, it's going to help it stand out, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. They're really nice, these butterflies, and I've gone with like the chunkier ones. We have some small ones on the pages as well, but if you go with the bigger ones, like me, if you don't like leaving loads of space, Natalie's good at you know, leaving space and doing something that really stands out as a focus, whereas I'm a bit of a tearaway, and I've always been like this. I just pile things on.
I do like doing this sometimes, though.
Yeah, I know you do.
When you've got a collection that just screams to be layered up.
Definitely. I think I'm probably thinking
this one really works.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably about when you're doing your stamps and dies, you like to have space, don't you, so they pop out really, really well. Okay, so we've just bent the wings there just against my nails so that it just gives us that body, and then we know where to put our glue. Just get my glue back to the bottom. If I leave my glue laid down, it just pumps out everywhere and it ends up all over the table and everything, so I'm just going to put that one there. So I'm going to put the blue one up here, like that. I'm going to put the beige one next to it, facing the other way.
So much dimension on that.
Like that. There isn't it? It's like they've just actually landed, isn't it? And then with that one, you can bend that a little bit, just so you're still getting the wings more prominent than the body. And that one is going to go just at the bottom here, so it kind of picks up on this one. And we've also got one the same here and one here that are facing the other way, so it kind of just lifts that. And then my last little thing, because I didn't want the ribbon to be too crazy gold, I've got some of the pearls from our diamond sparkles, which are the same colour as a ribbon. So what we can do is we can put some of these on. So I'm going to put the 3 under here at the bottom.
And I did this on your demo card yesterday on telly, and I absolutely loved it.
Oh, with the, I can't remember what I did.
With the pink ones.
Oh, the pink one.
You put them sort of like under the different elements instead of sort of sticking to corners or specific places, and it looked really good.
Oh, thanks.
I liked it.
And then these 3, what I'll do is turn my card around this way. We'll put these 3, these are smaller, so we'll do these going down here, I think. So we'll put one there, and then we just need to put our insert in, and then again, that's another one done, and we've not used very much. You know, if you've not got the cardstock, but you've got Miri card, put them on Miri card, or put them on black card, or put them on white cardstock. It doesn't, they will still stand out. Now our inserts are A4, obviously, so I've cut it down so it will just fit inside the card, just on this section here, because obviously an A4 would fold and it would finish here and it looks a bit odd. So a piece of double-sided tape, and I always do it across the top when I do an 8x8 card. I don't know why, I just do. That will go in there. And as well, it's the same design that we've been working on. So we've got those lovely crocus there. And then I think we are done. And if we hold that up, there's so much that you can get from I mean, I've used 2 pages there, 2 identical ones. But again, it's quite... educational that as well, isn't it? Because
really
it's got all
nice.
that stuff on,
I
all
like
that
all the
information.
different layers and elements you've got on there. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So that was the Matastic and that paper pad. Next up we have some stamps for you. So these stamps are a little bit different than normal. They are all of the flowers that you see in this collection. They're A8 in size, so they are quite tiny indeed, but they do make wonderful cards, and they have been made to work with the next product I'm going to show you. If we just move this a little bit further, there you go, you can see the different ones we've got there. So we've got the primrose, the snowdrop, the geranium, the daffodil, the crocus, and these look really nice on their own, or if you just want to stamp and layer them up using some masking sheets, you can create a really lovely garden image here. You get all 8 included. I don't think you can buy these individually. I think they are just as a set. You can?
They're $2.99 each, or 3 for £7.50.
Oh, okay. So we've got a few deals there. So if you want to get all 8, it's £20. If you want to get 3, it's £7.50, or it's $2.99 each. So if there's just one flower on there, maybe it's specific to you, you can get it in all those different ways. So that is our Spring Melody stamp set, and they are really, really lovely. And then we have, to go with that, our die here, which is Packets of Love. And as you can see here, it makes a wonderful little seed packet. You have some cut-in elements, some cut-out elements that you can layer up on here. The stamps work perfectly on this little plaque here that I'm holding, so they can fit on there. You can stamp that on top, add it to your seed packet. If I show you the die like this, you can see that you get one large die which cuts the whole packet out, and then you've got all those little elements that you can dress up your seed packet with. But it's a lot easier to be able to show you exactly what you can do with this with another demonstration. So let's head over to Sheila again, because I know she's going to do something amazing with that.
Well, I'll do my best. Yesterday, you might have seen the show on Create and Craft, and obviously, because with COVID and everything now, we have to do a little bit of the presenter's jobs, don't we? We have to do the pick and flick, and as you know, I'm very rubbish at picking and flicking. So everything was behind the pack shot, all the kit, and I thought, oh great, Charlie's going to do the pick and flick. Anyway, then the producer said, where's the pick and flick? And he said, oh, it's behind Charlie. And she went, put it on the counter, Sheila can do it. And I was like, oh, no. So anyway, they gave me the pick and flick, which I did. And then, of course, that narrows down the time. So I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to finish everything. So I actually brought the things back with me that I didn't quite finish, because I made that tiny little card, which is absolutely tiny, and it got to the end where I was panicking to get like things on, because I've made a little pocket and I wanted to put all kinds of things in the pocket, but there wasn't time. And then I wanted to decorate the envelope as well, and I just grabbed the little, I'm just showing you these because these are kind of little cute things that you can do. The idea was to put someone's either name or age on there or something, and then I'd made these by cutting them 3 or 4 times and gluing them together. You can make them like little charms and put them on a chain. So they're really cute. And the idea was, and I was in such a flap, I wanted to put this on the front and then put the tag with the little tools so that it all matched. I didn't get round to it. So anyway, there's a couple of little bits you might be able to just glean a bit of inspiration from that. So I'm going to move my stamp. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the little envelope first. So I'm going to do it in some of our lovely Matastic cardstock. So let me just grab some tape to hold this down while we put it through the machine. And then we're also going to put, because I didn't do this yesterday, and I think we should do this now because it will show everyone how it works. We have a little die, and when we cut it out, let's grab it here off my sheet.
That beautiful like oval shape.
Yes.
I love that one.
It's really cute. I'm going to take my bag off there. I'll get a new bag for my dies later, I think. So this says, let love grow. you can't see what it says at the minute. But what we'll do, we'll put that onto there, and that will cut out this lovely little aperture and those words as well. So
it's so cute.
It's very cute, isn't it? And it then creates a little window in your envelope. And as Natalie showed, I might have to cut this down just to get it in there. But Natalie had made us a couple of little seed packets and put acetate in and then put seeds in them. So we showed those on telly yesterday. So just get that off there. It's a little bit of card. I think we might be all right there. I'm just going to chop that a bit more. We had some lovely little projects made though by our team.
There was some really nice stuff.
Really nice. Yeah, Kat had done a lovely like a box. I think she cut it 3 or 4 times.
She had done some amazing projects with that die.
Yeah, I think she cut it 3 or 4 times.
Definitely need to get those photographs.
Yeah, they will come back.
They return. They were amazing.
Yeah, I might be able to get those back on Saturday while I'm down there, hopefully, and then we can bring those back. Get some photographs. Now that is cut beautifully. And remember, this is 350 GSM, and we're not doing it with a metal plate or anything, I'm just doing it on the little Gemini MIDI, and it's cut out beautifully. So it's going to give you that oval, so keep that. You could stamp onto that, you could use that as a tag, whatever you want to. And then you can see here, if I grab, here it is, my poker tool. So I just want to pop these out. So you'll see, if I put this against something now, we'll just pop those little bits out there. So you can kind of see, if I put it on here, against white, you can see now that that says let love grow. So again, it's really, really cute. So what we're going to do now, we're going to fold the sections in here. Now what I'm going to do, because I'm on Matastic and because it's 350 GSM, I want to just emphasize those score lines a little bit. You don't have to because they're already put in there, but because I've got a cut on my thumb, I think it's going to just I think it's just not going to help it. So what we'll do is we'll just go down the score line there just to make that a little bit of a deeper groove. And you don't
Sometimes
have to
it's just nicer to do this though, because it just gives a nicer finish when you're folding the edges, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think the other thing as well with this is because it's on Adorable Scorable, which is really heavy cardstock, or you know, heavy weight. What can happen as well, and you might not know this, but you might do, just go down the 6th groove there, and then I can see that I'm in the right place. Cardstock, if I grab a piece and show you, you might not know this, but cardstock bends better one way than it does the other. Right, so you can see there, and I'm not just doing this with my hands, it's resisting a little bit, whereas that way it's just
super flexible.
Yes, it is very flexible. So if you are cutting with a die, or you're needing to score in certain areas, you will know that when you fold it that way, it's probably fine, but then when you have to fold it the other way, it can be a bit tricky. You have to wrestle with it sometimes. So that's just another little tip about when you're folding card. See, and that's just made it so much nicer now, so much easier. It makes it better for you if you're making anything and selling it, because it looks more professional and more tidy. And then we're going to grab some red tape and we're going to stick this together. Now I think the little card I made to go inside was, I think it was 3 inches. I'll measure it so that if you're wanting to do this and put little card inside, then you can. It will fit, and I can give you the size. Okay, let's just pop that tape on there, and then okay.
It's so quick to make these as well, so if you did want to make more than one of them, it really will take no time at all.
It won't, will it?
Super speedy.
And these make great little gift card holders. You know, you could use these as favours at a wedding. Yeah. You put things in, you put a little heart in the middle. So you can see we've got our little envelope there, and it's really, really cute. Now that card that I made, I never checked if it would go in once it got all the embellishments on. I'm sure it will. It will just about tuck in, I think. Yeah, it will go in. So you can see it will fit in. That was 3 inches by, but I can't get it out now because of my sore thumb. There we go, I've got it. So that measured, just let me tell you, it wasn't 3 inches, it was just 2.5, just under 2.5 by, so the strip was 2.5 inches. No, it's not 2.5. It's 2 and, here we go, Natalie, with some maths. 2 3/8.
Oh.
By 6.5. That's a nice easy one.
That's a nice easy one.
So you get that nice little card like that.
Then when did you score it?
I scored it. Oh, you rotter. Let's have a look. This is really tricky measurements. This is, honestly, these girls, they're going to pay for this later. Okay, it is 3 2/8.
There we go. That was easy. You just have to think about it.
Oh my goodness me. Honestly, we're friends, really.
At least it worked. My measurements last week didn't work.
Didn't they?
No.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
I was trying to make a triangle.
Okay.
But it didn't work. Because I'd lined it up wrong.
Oh, really?
After a while I got there though.
Okay.
Smith has asked, so does the Adorable Scoreable not crack on the scoreline?
No, it does not. Our Adorable Scoreable is an amazing product. It's award winning. It's a technology design here with our printers. And it has what we call bendy ink technology. So when you score it and then you fold it, there's no cracking, there's no creasing, and that's the same with this Matastic as well. It's designed in exactly the same way, but just an uncoated finish. So when you're die cutting, when you're making boxes, when you're doing projects like Sheila is here with this envelope, you are not going to get that sort of unprofessional look that sometimes you do get with other branded cardstock. It's an amazing cardstock. A lot of people use it. Craig at Crafter's Companion is a massive lover of Adorable Scoreable, and he will tell you that himself. It's an incredible cardstock to use, so definitely check it out.
Definitely, it is amazing. It's one of my all-time favourites, no matter what, you know, what's the word, whether it's Matastic or whether it's not. Okay, so what we've done, we've torn a piece of the Matastic here, so what we're going to do is actually use this as like grass. Now you've got two options here, because if we've torn it there, we've got a white edge. If you didn't want to use that, you might want to use this edge instead. I mean, that might be better. I don't know actually. Or you could cut it. So if you wanted to, let's do this. If you want to cut something like maybe some green hills in the background, you could do that kind of thing. Or you can move it along so you've got two hills like that, and then you could still put a piece of this at the bottom to differentiate. It almost looks like we could do that actually.
Got loads of hills.
We have, haven't we? What we're it actually looks like Rossendale, doesn't it?
It does.
With a touch of snow.
Touch of snow just on the top. There wasn't actually any left. I woke up in the middle of the night and it was chucking down.
Oh no!
It was so loud, and I was thinking, yes. Yes, there is someone up there looking over
looking after me going, she's already encountered snow this week, let's give her a nice drive today. Let's just make it wet rather than slushy and icy.
Terrible.
I've put the hills on after all now, because what I want to do is, again, we showed you in the dies, you've got the little plant markers. So if I bring my die set in so you can see what we've got. So we've got these plant markers here. But what I thought, you know what, if we turn it round, put it like this, we can create a picket fence. So we're going to do that.
Oh, this is so cute.
And then because we're going to put the envelope on there as well once we've got the picket fence on. So what we're going to do, let's do it on some of our strips, because our strips are amazing for this.
And it's going to stand up as well.
It is.
A little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, to be a little bit proud. And then what we can do is we can do some extra little cuts, some little die cuts. I've already got a few little plant pots cut and some other little bits and bobs. Okay, so let's do the fence at the bottom here, and it doesn't have to be like a whole fence. It could just be a few little pieces.
Partial fence.
Yeah.
Unfinished fence.
Definitely. Or you could, if you wanted to, you could make it into a gate. So by taking,
that would be so cute.
You know, if you did a gate, you could do it like,
you could do it half over, couldn't
you? Could. So, and then you could cut these so you could do it like that.
Oh, gosh.
You know, so you've got a little gate
That
and
is so cute.
Put some more pieces underneath. So, you know, just look at this and think of other ways of doing it. I did think as well, when I was looking at this, could I make a little house out of this? So that would be the fancy roof. But again, you could cut these and make them as like little roof sections. There's all sorts of things you can do with your dies. So, you know, have a play. See what you can create with them.
Yeah, because you can get so creative with that.
You can. You get carried away sometimes. But yeah, it's quite nice doing the little picket fence like this. So let's pop that there. And then we'll pop another one, I think, on there. And then like that. So now we've got our little fence there. I feel like we should do 5. So let's do 5.
It's always nice to have an odd number.
It is. It looks a bit more. It just
the only
looks
thing
right.
that is normal to have something odd. But normally I like to have even things, but on cards I feel like odd numbers are better.
Yeah, I think so. I think that
It's
comes from
bizarre.
Well, I think that comes from flower arranging, doesn't it? They always say you need to have.
Pleasing to the eye, odds.
Yeah,
Even.
yeah. It's weird, isn't it? Okay, so there we've got our little fence. Okay, so what we can do now, we have got, now what I've done is, and I can do this, I'd stamped, and it's around here somewhere on my table, but I'll stamp it again. Ah, there it is, I found it. But let's stamp it anyway. So, let me just find my snowdrop stamp, because we can incorporate this in here as well. So if we take ink, and I'm just using it on my block because it's just a small stamp. I'm going to stamp it onto a piece of the green paper from the pad. Okay, like that. And then we will heat emboss it with some gold. And the only reason I'm doing it gold is because obviously we've already got gold in this kit. It's foiled with gold. So let me just reach for the heat tool, turn this on, and you can see this change to gold. There we go, it's starting to change now. You'll be able to see that in a sec. Oh, that something's just fallen down and crashed. I don't know what it was, but it has fallen down. Okay, so we have our little stamped snowdrops there, as you can see, and you can see how it shows up nicely in gold. I've already cut one out here, and then what I've done, I have stamped it again onto some of, it was just another scrap of the cardstock that was from the kit. So what I'm going to do is just cut, rather than having to colour it in, I'm just going to get my smaller scissors and let's just cut a couple of these snowdrop heads off here. So rather than colour it white or stamp it onto white, I've stamped it onto this cardstock, which has got like a hint of blue in it. And what we can do is a bit like paper piecing. So we can just put these snowdrop heads onto the original stamped image here. So let's do a little bit of my construction glue on there. And we'll just pop that little snowdrop head onto there, like that. Okay. Like that. So you can see now it's starting to look more like a snowdrop because we've got the white on there.
Pretty.
So.
And it stands out really nicely, and like you said, you don't have to colour it because the colouring's already there for you.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I've got some snowdrops in my front garden and they're beautiful. Just coming up all around the tree and they look really pretty. Just in clumps, really nice. It's like, oh my goodness, snowdrops in my garden.
I wonder if they'll disappear and then your daffodils will come up.
Yeah, I wonder if daffodils will come up. There must be some daffodils there and some crocus. If there's snowdrops, they all tend to kind of hang out together, don't they, in a garden.
Best of friends. Best of friends.
Well, when you're coming up, I'll be up at the end of January. I'm going to wait till it's a bit warmer. I'll go February. Well, I'll wait till March then. There you go. That's a conversation between snowdrops, crocus, and daffodils. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to do one more, and then I'm going to snip this extra section off because I have a plant pot here that I've already cut. So we're going to do the little plant pot, and we're going to kind of sit them just in the plant pot. Obviously, this is too big, I think, to go in the plant pot. So we'll trim it down a little bit. So we're going to do this other little snowdrop here, and then we'll put that on there. And then we'll have 3 snowdrops, and though they grow like kind of wild here and there, and mine are going to be in a pot, just so we can show the dye. Okay, let's do that. Bit of glue on there, just to pop our third snowdrop head on there. Okay, and then what we're going to do is just cut these off, so these extra bits here, and you can do that beforehand if you want to. I'm going to leave a little bit of
a
stem there to just grab that bit there. We'll cut that bit off because we don't need to have the full kind of stalk there. Just want it enough to pop out of the pot like this. So we're going to do the white pot, and then what we'll do, because we've got a little bit of gold on the stamp, we will add the gold rim around the pot. That looks just better in there, even though it's still a bit not right scale wise. It's kind of a bit better. Let's do that. Okay, and this will now go onto the top of our pot here. My glue is exploding out of that bottle at the minute.
Anna's just commented to say, I hope you've got your cap on.
Yeah, I've not.
It goes everywhere.
I have got, let me just grab a wipe here, because it does start to get a bit excited, my glue. I think it's because I tip it up and then I lay it down, and then I tip it up and then I stand it up. It doesn't know that it's currently going, so there we go. Okay, so now we've got our little pot of snowdrops. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop these at the bottom, just here like this. So it's just going to be a little bit quirky, a bit of fun. Pads, let's get some, just looking at the size of that, I think my square ones are too small for that one, so we'll check this one. Okay, that will be fine. Let's put that on. We need a pad on the back of here as well, so let's grab a smaller piece. I love these pads because you can cut them down to any size, can't you? Fit anything. Perfect. They're perfect, they are. Okay, let's get the back off there. So we're going to pop our little snowdrops just by the fence here. Okay. And then I've already got, again, like before, I have my little fork and my little trowel. So I'm just going to pop these at the side here, just next to the pot. I think we'll kind of put that one there on an angle, and we'll do this one too. We're just going to lay this, I think we'll lay that across it. Oh, that's just moved a bit. Bear with me one sec while I put that back. I'm not sure if I need more glue now on there, because it's gone back up the tube again now because I stood it up. Okay, let's do this. So we'll pop this on here, a little bit there on the fork, and we're going to kind of lean the fork up against the, I was going to say the spoon then. It's not a spoon, it's a trowel or a spade, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we've got our two little tools there. And then you also get as well, you also get the little like foliage, which is something that you could make go between your fence, like as though it's climbing, and wrap it around your fence. I'm not going to do that because it looks wrong with that. But what I am going to do is just take, I've got a tiny little bit of overlap there, which is bothering me a little bit. So we're going to put now our little seed pot here. So what you could, seed envelope should I say, what you could do is you could actually put some seeds in here. What I'm going to do is I want to stamp my, just grabbing my stamps that says snowdrop, because there it is. On your on each of your stamps you will get the name of the flower. So we're going to stamp this now. It's
in a really nice text as well, that font.
It is. It is. It's lovely.
They all match really nicely. I think it's actually the same font that's used in the collection.
Yes.
That Jen has used. So it all really, really works nicely together.
Well, what I'm going to do now, just before we put that on, I'm going to cut the oval out. And I'm going to stamp onto the green oval, so this can go back into the envelope. Let's grab that. Okay, so we're going to stamp onto here, snowdrop, and we'll heat emboss it in gold. Now, I realised, obviously, snowdrops grow from bulbs, don't they? They don't grow from seed. So, but again, you could do a little envelope and put some bulbs in. You can make, you know,
you
maybe
can make it into a box as well, can't you?
Could,
like,
yeah,
like Kat did.
Definitely.
If you cut it 3 or 4 times, you might need to take some edges off.
Yeah.
But you can then create like a box to put your bulbs in. Definitely.
Let's heat this up so it goes nice and gold. And then this will go, I'm going to put this back into the little envelope. Let's put that down there, like that. So this is going to sit inside there. Put a bit of glue on, so at least then we can get it positioned inside. You could put acetate over the window, don't forget. I'm going to put that inside. In fact, I can probably go with it in there like that, actually. So we know now what our flower is at the bottom here. So I'm going to shut that up with a little pad, so it doesn't overhang on the edge of our card. Okay, and then we'll pop that on with a bigger pad, I think. We can actually do it like that, because this is just ornamental, it's not going to have anything in it. But you could put something else. Tuck it behind the fence there. And then we're going to do, let me just see if we've got some little gold gems in here. Because what you can do as well, and I'm not sure if we've got enough, but I'll have a look and say, oh, we might have actually. We're going to put, just to bring some gold in, we're going to put little, like what would effectively be screws on the fence, like that. Little screw panels. And obviously you could put white strips behind, so it does look like the fence is joined up. Obviously once you get your dies, you're going to play with these and make up your own kind of things. And we'll put these on here. We have got enough, that's perfect, just to bring in. I'm not going to put happy birthday on or anything. It was just a case of cutting a few of the bits out and showing you what, you know, other little ways of using them. Let's do that there, one more on there. So we've at least got our fence screwed together. And then we'll put, let's see if we've got some, we've got medium-sized one here. So we'll do, what we'll do, I think we'll just, no, we'll do 3 down the side here. We'll do a big one and a middle one, medium-sized one, a small one. And obviously you can add loads to this. I'm just going to leave it as it is because I just want to show you how to do the pocket. Obviously you can put a greet in here, you can do whatever you want, but I just want to show you a few different options using your stamps and what you can do with your dies, just to, and then we've thrown it all on one card. Again, you can do these other little things as well, and you can, you know, you can put all these little, make them into little charms and things, you know, have a bit of fun and see what you can come up with.
It's super cute. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you.
Just a quick reminder of our Win It Weekly competition. We run it every single week. Starts on Monday and it ends on Friday with our giveaway. This week is our Woodland Wildlife Topper collection, which is perfect for spring. It's got some beautiful woodland animals on there as well. Like, share and comment on how many cards are sent on Valentine's Day each year. Is it A, 170 million, B, 145 million, or C, 120 million? However many it is, it's a lot of millions. A lot of millions indeed. We are going to add our Hammy birthday stamp set to our rollover box. Super cute, this one with the little hamsters, so that's going to be added and someone could be winning that on Friday as well. We have a show on Saturday the 6th of February on Create and Craft TV, so make sure you are there at 11:15 AM in the morning to see the brand new launch with Sheila of our adorable scoreable pattern packs. We've got some new little books on there as well. We've got some new dies that you can use with your little books, so it's going to be a jam-packed show. Remember that the best way to buy today's product is in that ultimate bundle, because you will be saving money, so you get the full collection and the Picture Perfect pad for just $32.97. So that is the best way to buy it. However, all the other options are available on the website, so head over and have a look. I've had so much fun today.
So have I.
There's been loads of really lovely cards that you've made, Sheila.
Thank you. And I'm just adorning this now with,
I know, I can see
can you
this.
see? I just saw the sheet in front with all the little toppers on and the tags. Had the spring, well, you can see it there now, had that lovely spring things talking about spring refers to the ideas of rebirth, rejuvenation, renewal, resurrection and regrowth. All the spring equinox days and nights are approximately 12 hours long. And again, piece of the lovely ribbon, we could just pop that there, probably there actually. And again, it's something, it's just a little bit quirky. But you can use those with your dies as well.
On Friday, we're going to be doing another Hunky Dory TV show. We're going to revisit some of the amazing launches we had throughout January in our first of 2021's roundup shows. So make sure you're here because it is going to be a barrel of laughs as always. But we've had a lovely time here this Wednesday, joining you and showing you this fantastic collection. I hope you have a fantastic day and another brilliant day on Thursday, and I will see you back here on Friday for that roundup.